Ntemema wa che na memo akwa ban fambra Nnawotwe dwumadie so Adom TV efi ha etwa ho ewo Asempa 94.7 FM. Well, nyame aye Adom Nnawotwe akwa ba beto ya wo se etumi yesi nkonya na ye dwendwe oman Ghana ho ne nsema esi ye ewo Nnawotwe we munum se Nnawotwe we ene da Nnawotwe a the NPP Omoko Kumasi Koda Omo the running mate to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia edited the party. First of all, Omoko Tumfo said toward the running mate, Dr. Matthew Puku Prempe, Edikotre no say Ninana ye no say Omebo Dr. Bawumia Echidom enono ye and Omoko the Jubilee Park Nnawotwe Yi in the chair, and one sense, one of them has to do with Dr. Matthew Puku Prempe, and then some kind about the founding president of this nation, Dr. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and na a follow wabra asantehini achire say onhwe yi na wama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia who so far no again or try say one teteno say ombeye ne nankofo kasa oye arrogant nti on kire nkofo say nyesa enosity and no question I bisa say after so 2 for 2 no 4 akokasa ansem no ogufu ya na eno no ye behwe na ya de hu enkomo ewo eye ene dwumadie so and now Nnawotwe mu nso no the former president, the flag bearer for the NDC, John Dramani Mahama, METV media, nyomo yin semano chrese ne vision of person de bano enye media for mumisa sense media for ne bisa nsem emani ya nsem bebre. Then ye bisa say we share the leading policy from the NDC, 24-hour economy. After this media encounter no idea the 24-hour economy no ya chere mu yi ana eno se ensem bisa ye bisa na pay ya be dwendwen ho na yetumi ho senia ye de nsa na nan ye de to a ebeboa na onim so se Adom TV ya share eye adwumadi ase a ye hwe se efiada bia no ye behwe na ya fa a topical issue na ya dwene ho kwa ya fa so betumi abo mo man Ghana akodanim na Nnawotwe Yi ni yedin kan hwe the energy sector and I don't know and ora John Jina podin sem bebre tudwa about the energy sector and how things in that sector I don't know na ye ba be hwe say o hwe premix o hwe LPG prices ekosoro de bia ne da no prepaid won sensem ekosan and also ebedi ho enkomo ewo dwumadie so and Tony entina it's an array of issues it goes directly to war as a Ghanaian and kwa betumi afaso atoaba in December 2024. You know that say in December 2024 the election is about issues. Then I will show to you ebeka mo akotoaba ama obi. Now and on na yesin koya ho ebabedi and community only entina ene from now to 10 a.m. na yento to adwene na wadwen kire so ehia into oko Facebook na wahwehwe Adom TV show we eda so twa ne ho olive comment wa befa na makan na mom nia mehia wo so be ya ne so be ma wasem no enwate so wasem no enwote nko ade a mehwe na mafa no makan na obia so etumi atene awo so odwen ho no aha ya Adom TV OTO radio so ya Asempa ya from Samuel Kojo Brace metwa me hotel na maba me ba me dem abedwafo no edi na yetumi ahye nkomo no asento ne entina ne nyina ye ndwendwen ho ya bazisi. All right, in Timema Wakwabe, na yemfa dwumadi ne nhyase na onim say one major issue ababetuja or man Ghana have for the past few months has to do with the intention of SSNIT so beton 60% stake in some 4 top hotels to Rock City Hotel the Agric Minister Brian Achampon there no and then no labor unions I mean Edibet to just say Monday on in protest of that decision. The bands and a lot of unions which said they would join GPRTU, GMA, teacher unions. I mean, what have you? Obiatro said they would join in this particular demo. Now, another the Rock City, they told you, I said, well, hotel no kra we nyanto, we drawn a bed, no. Following that, SSNIT board, so they better just say, well, they've also cancelled the decision to sell. But the call the labor unions, you know, and the copy so say, was saying, and what happens to a intended strike action? No? Dr. Richard Salome, yeah, the acting general secretary of the Ghana Medical Association, was joining on the line. Doc. Okay, all right. So, yes, I can not yet to me, and in a ding, common, I should say, where lives the unions after say the Rock City quality of already drawn a bid now SSNIT so the betu just say well on so krano I am not doing say when yan ton any stakes in those hotels. But in the studio with me now Awal Mohammed, he is a member of the MPP's National Communications team. Awal, good morning.
Good morning, Minia.
Bibi Abokode.
Yeah, Adom.
Okay. All right, just before I come to you, my main Dr. Richard Salome, honor the acting general secretary of the Ghana Medical Association. Doc, good morning.
Dr. Dent Richard Salome, I'm the general secretary for Ghana Medical Association.
Okay, all right, thank you, sir. Now, share the more intended action, and what has happened now. Rock City say we're drawing a bid. I mean, the SSNIT board also says a decision. So, what is next?
Me challenge with you for Edikaino, me pese ye something very clear and say young organized labor ye juma ye ku ahura wo omayemua yakanya ho abomuno. Ye ni patitu bia ni asem. Ena ye ni juma pia ni asem te se Rock City ana obi fufobia ni asem bia. O kan ye statement na ye SSNIT omu kura yisika mu invest on our behalf na ye ne omu wo asem. Ye asem le se ye yisika na omu kuru mama ye hwe so se ne be ya ye ko pension isi ho aba be ka ho no any profit aba be ka ho no ebe ko enim kakra se ne be ya ejumai for retirement they don't retire in poverty. So the first thing is that ye SSNIT na wasem Rock City actually sign and now be full focus of beton and no one near yourself.
Okay.
Because Rock City actually sign poor and no interest another entity and I might look for be beton.
Okay.
And now say be for be feature and maybe I walk crazy I'm sure na scaba I'm a walk also koto and yeah assembly say SSNIT between.
Okay.
Ya te won from emuso say SSNIT say omo etwem say omo jai 60% shares na nka omo pese omo ton e hotels no no omo etwem na so no o hwe yen statement that release here na it was a duly signed statement, a formal statement that has come out. Organized labor release it so as Ghana Medical Association and other associations also release it. And you know we expect a formal communication near Yahoo social media Yahoo and do the right thing. They know how to do the formal and proper communication to organized labor. Before we came to this decision.
Okay.
And we believe that when that is done, we'll formally communicate our decision to them and then to our members as well.
Okay, so as we speak, in absence of more question, you also go ahead with more roadmap, because your roadmap says 15 to 17 withdrawal of our outpatient department services, 18 to 21st July withdrawal of emergency services, and from 22nd July total withdrawal of all services.
So that be true, no. A council and a tenancy, and we bring some why you take this decision. Say, your best son, dear, I get ya sign, a shamu, a dream, as I catch your kuma, and your doctor for say, say no, say ni say nacy. So organized labor, say, and I near ye should no yenya, and you know, yenya, ye betcha sign. Send a moteno, a trauma letter, more, you know. To your members, and you know, for now, whatever we have stated holds until say the decision is changed.
Okay, so remind me again, specific decision I'm watching that
SSNIT should terminate the sale of its 60% shares in the 4 hotels. And once that is done, then we would take the decision as organized labor first, and then all the other unions will communicate to our members.
Okay. Here, SSNIT board say the board and management of Social Security and National Insurance Trust, SSNIT, wish to inform the public that the process to divest 60% of SSNIT's stake in the hotels has been terminated. We wish to assure pensioners, contributors, and the public of our commitment to managing the affairs of the trust prudently for the sustainability of the pension scheme. I mean, almost say that decision to sell off, you say you want them to say that but isn't this enough to say we won't even sell it again?
I saw me say we a social media post me assure SSNIT board and kasa ene bibia wo ye adwuma no ye sebe obi in social media post embeto e ho se sebe ya sakio anase se shift anase say they know the proper thing to do.
Okay, but what no media release
obi an sign obi an detail board na dabe no mushia take this decision obi an ka hwe enti I'm sure they know. The board chairman is an experienced person. They know the proper thing to do, and they know how to reach organized labor and the leadership of organized labor. Enti when they do the right thing, we will also do what we have to do.
Doc, but I thought when a letter is your trust signed, na the name shower, it's acceptable, and
Minya, Mr. Organized labor statement, no, and Ghana Medical Association statement, no,
duly signed,
properly signed, dated, and done right in a formal letterhead. Nnawotwe Yi me gidi say a social media post. In fact, ye statement ikra on SSNIT official website kra ye
okay.
Let's remain focused on what we are saying and what we are doing.
Okay.
SSNIT they know the due processes to follow.
Okay.
So they will do the right thing and respect due process and procedure.
Okay.
May assure says almost sure and tema and yes, will be a per or because strike and also withdraw services. But we want the right thing and the best for our workers going forward. Into yet as organized labor and for that matter, Ghana Medical Association, ye say be officially from them.
Okay.
Ye best say na senior ye no more edin kitahono, ye no more say edin kitahon near ye.
Okay, Doc. I'm grateful to you, sir. What me are joining here, Dr. Richard Selome, the General Secretary of the Ghana Medical Association, on an outage, So, GMA still stands by a more decision to withdraw their services. And to my main run through what will be happening on the GMA front. I'm going to say GMA, a Ghana Medical Association of it means Monday, which is 15th, Tuesday 16th. And Wednesday 17th, Oko Hospital, OPD, and Yejuma, they won't be there. I'm going to say 18th, which is Thursday to 21st July, I'm going to withdraw emergency services into emergency be bar and also no as of today. Then from 22nd, I'm going to withdraw all services into OPD, emergency, obida across Omshana. If SSNIT board number say or must suspend the sale of 60% na there roadmap no on be follow through, even though Rock City e dey abetuja say there withdraw bid no. And again, who statement be make rounds GMA kire say statement no enye duly signed. In terms of who statement signed on the SSNIT website as well. On a letterhead signed by SSNIT board. And well, let's see how we know ebesiako. We'll try and speak to other labor unions near Tio. So omonso no de no because when him say GPR to nyina so e de omo de buy GPR to chere say enam so moka labor union honinti no ade omo so aye say from Monday July 15th or omo de omo njuma beto no omo direct omo drivers across the country omo ka GPR to who say from 15th no mema omo nya adwuma until say the National Pensions Regulatory Authority to omo kra de omo yi from SSNIT e de akọ MPRA obe announce say omo terminate esa transaction e koso no or say unions no eye weni da so say drivers no ebe di sa directive so na omo protecting the interests of Ghanaian workers and SSNIT contributors nti say July 15th no ya hwe ni year GPR2 drivers so enya adwuma ye be bomoden na ye ne omo edi nkoma bisa say SSNIT enam say Rock City for I will draw omo bid no omo so de no etese ombe koso ana say ombe decide say omo follow through with omo decision no. Now the Ghana Registered Midwives and Nurses and Midwives Association so edi omo de beto ho nti a doctor for the chere say omo so be ye omo road map bi no nurses and midwives so omo de omo de buy omo say 15th to 17th at the same period now a doctor for the omo so ebe withdraw omo outpatient services into OPD oba totally obiani ho 18 to 21st July withdrawal of emergency services we a nurse for any midwives for the road map in here. It is a doctors there say from 22nd total withdrawal of all services. You be one more thing na yes I come so ebiso say senior doctor for the chere say omunya bibia emfi SSNIT wo no nti ombe koso omo so de no etesen teacher union so de betu dwa chere say omo nso no omo say ombe lay down omo working tools not almost stay off work beginning 15th July, which is Monday. And you know, said the strike has become necessary due to the fact that government intends to go ahead with the sale of SSNIT properties to Rock City, despite the call of organized labor for a halt to the sale. And there, almost I don't know, teacher unions, EKB, Public Utilities Workers Union of TUC, also the Omodia, Ebetuja Kabi. JUSAC, Judicial Service Staff Association of Ghana, the almost there Ebai and some on that also. Well, Awal Mohammed, our Hodomamana Akwaba, da na Godwin Mahama, a rep of the NDC or the NDC's National Communications Team. Godwin, good morning.
Good morning.
You are okay. Awal, men shasim few where na men say okay. Nti men kwa manu subi na mene Angel Carbono, president of NAGRAT. Angel, good morning. Hello, Chief. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, great. Yenya say Monsono from Monday, Modumunjuma be good from because a buy an agency or beton SSNIT properties to Rock City. And Rock City, I say, the air cost Ukraine, wire drawn a bed no. Where does that leave air teacher unions? Maybe because one has a mobile train more strike action or so.
Sir, a ushe statement na a fee organized labor. A buy statement a yenina yedi yetibuma ye troy no. Yambo organization biedin.
Okay.
Either Rock City and whatever Yambo organization biedin. Who said, if you follow the story now, you will see that a number of companies now had a BD for the purchase of the hotel. So the Rock City anya, so before enya. So if the principle of SSNIT is that as for them, they want to continue the sale. If Rock City withdraws, the son of Freddie Blade, who even claimed in the media said, onukra ni bid nukra ewo eko sukra saying Rock City ye sisi no ono the America okay the Rock City is on pioneer no pay. We are against the sale to whoever, be it Rock City, be it Freddie Blay, be it whoever, no. We say that the sale should stop. And the only person who can come and announce that the sale is no more going on is SSNIT. So SSNIT na yedi subo abono. SSNIT na ya calling on SSNIT to make that announcement. And then Saturday, or Sunday, the SSNIT make that announcement. The organized labor will quickly reconvene and take a decision. But the Monday na our person will share the whatever what the nature of organized labor striker. It will be very, very pathetic for the country because if you see, almost just this morning, all our affiliated unions in the private sector have also issued their statement. So if they want us to get to Monday, it is up to them.
Okay. But some share organized labor statement now say, we recall that on 28th June 2024, the board of MPRA issued a directive to SSNIT to suspend the negotiation with Rock City Hotel Limited. We therefore find it extremely difficult to understand how and why MPRA would turn around to approve such a flawed deal 2 weeks after the directive. We no any related to Rock City transaction, and if it is, Rock City says I'm withdrawing. Isn't that enough for labor unions to say, well, because we're trying to know, yes, if we want to say, if say any other bar will carry through with our directive?
No, you see, it is the buyer who is withdrawn from the sale.
Okay.
The sale have not been suspended. Utonka, a man for me in Sabah Hekano. And also, Nipaba Kubeto Kana man, your friend Rock City. And I Nisani Panabakacha will say, oh, Bibi in Tikana mean to you. And then says a wound tonka need you.
Okay.
Aha, una wo tonka. And I will hear a catcher will say, Tano, Jaison, different matter.
Okay.
So we are waiting on SSNIT. You see, Wakadri, look, governments have ways of dribbling people, and we will not allow ourselves to be dribbled.
Okay. Okay. But me say one who statement be from SSNIT or say this continuation of sale of 60% stake in hotels. I don't know so when we know. I almost say or more informed public and say a process to divest 60% of SSNIT stake in hotels, you know, or not terminating. I don't know.
No, I have not seen any statement like that. But your time men are statement by.
We're 12 July, which is Nnawotwe by.
Well, then I'm being informed for the first time. If it is authentic, if it is true, leadership will quickly reconvene.
Okay.
But I am not aware. You are telling me. I'll take it into consideration. If one of your journalists can send a copy to my WhatsApp, I'll be very pleased.
Okay. My production team best send the amount na ya shade. Enti say no ya no credit and ye mo dwen ho fofo.
Yeah, no credit leadership will quickly convince and no mo incentive for ye ni mo na ye. Na mo incentive for kra mo nim say ade we mo ka ho.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Ka ho pa. Utia me too.
Yeah.
But only said the nature of your job, no. But utia SSNIT. So if it is true, leadership will reconvene. Definitely, we can't do this without you. That's why I invite him.
Okay. Yo. Angel, medase. Enti, ye need that quite a share. Much less SSNIT. When you're through the end Monday, no, you be who say more lay down with tools, right?
Absolutely. But I'm sending me. I will send it to Dr. Yabara and Muma sending me.
Mate, yo. Angel medase. Or umbra when you're pay. Well, young Kwahomano bio so na ne Samuel Amoy, Deputy National PR for the Ghana Private Road Transport Union (GPRTU). Yene almost winding come. Almost try say from Monday or more drivers no more for mama mo nya adwuma. Ms. Amwa, me chawo et say.
Me ho ye pa me abema.
Okay. Na ene Rock City a jam still on Monday me kwaso an say mo jai.
Okay, me that's minia. Unse the unyina ne say ye shetis yase part of the organized labor. And as our directive see ye free TUC impening for her. Na taprache ye nyina nso ye busua baako. Na asem atubusuani enti directives nene say workers nyina say SSNIT ntwi omugina seeding sensan dia na chese yina ye de hu jima ye nya adwuma eno na ma hyenkafo ye de sakrata na babo se na me Adom ajuade ka bia enya adwuma wo mangana and you know it stands the same until say TUC a oman and directives no esan ebe my same krata so area we have been convinced genesi no oma chia sign nene ebanesa na straight away so ya communicated to all the various regions and branches no na ya adwuma na mu ye nyanya another directive something TUC in change there na chese the regional agent me no ka say there the krata ko regions ni na to the various regions ni various branches ni na say da ya jwa there be ma ehyenbia enye adwuma and you know me no ka say the sakrebia nyama until say TUC at that time ama en krata say afidie and say niama tutu yi na eba na sabia yenso ni bibia say so betwe business yi na funza.
All right, yo. Medase, as a Monday, and send so my Ghana. Samuel Amwa, Deputy National PRO of GPRTU and Amoten County. Omweni Modin Communina say, Baby Omujana and Omujana, Zachabia Mbaye. Will be interesting. SSNIT Ama Bontia Mekasa. And labor union, I mean TUC so Ama Mekasa, an organized labor Ama Mekasa. It means that on Monday, Ghana be ding papa. Well, where I say it's a danger that you're heading into on Monday, no.
Yo, medase, maminchia yashafo na minchia minwe na minkasa medase for this opportunity. I think maniaji the 3 interviews are we in now because anka all the man so first interviewer say bianca wakra. As I say, oshe the 2 interviews na a DH no first one so kasai kama. Then so the 2 interviews na a DH no manager who say first one Angel Kabone say you're drawing his attention for the first time. Or say quickly first send the man is here now fan koma yaba because on the year omo penny on na issue directive because on say TUC and a kan e kan say obi anko and omo nyina. Second one so said the same thing on TV bia o hear directive from them na or the so a very important. But first one no say ya sign now on your social media. When you check, this is a mainstream
media.
The
same thing on winner account. Almost say.
Obi anywhere.
Or say.
They want to
verify.
First one is say but on who social media.
Yeah.
Until say Obi who say sign this is well signed. This is accepted everywhere.
Oh, but so yen so
and nipa na was sign. Nipa na was sign no. Elizabeth Ohene. Our board chair for a SSNIT and now what was saying Sanka ye faker Elizabeth Ohene know how to track news. No, a journalist. She's the first female to edit a major newspaper in Africa. So anka fake news are from Enra anka wakachro say ye fake. So the good news in this SSNIT are back down because I remember say Enra me free office now me can say Monday, I'll quickly dash to the office and sana Makokumasi because we have an event. You're collaborating with Even Multimedia. Adom Krabeko for live. Or Kumasi. That's YEA. So Mikasa dash it to office and sana Abia Mako Kumasi. Then now Monday Bejumo. So I said how? So I went quickly and I got to know that indeed I can't say Ubiama on Bejuma Kra because TUC have issued a directive say Omuma. Say your friends say public service, so public service workers in eka. But the good news is Senate aba. Senior na your friends say Angel Kabono kai no. I think say the right thing the we so GPRTU kai no so ono so what dibem esan say omo twen say omo penny no. Anka e bia manage nanka manage mu beba say anka wo frɛ Dr. Albana
production
exactly.
But you know the reason why more doubt is idea away from SSNIT then it can be done by anybody.
Yes,
anybody with good in IT can do it. That's
so,
why I give us more than what
you see. You see, when it's social media, this is Adom TV.
Oh yes,
telling them say mahu a release by SSNIT.
Yeah,
me checking all the major newspaper. Daily Graphic has published it. Oko Daily Graphic online, and the story is there.
Okay.
It means obine send them ano. What I say, I don't think say Adom Ekofan or social media.
No.
You also got it from the right source because at least when you're the right source, I don't think Adom FM will publish it here to even ask a question with it. So I'm definitely muti bisa question there because so who be from but wait it's an authentic thing. Daily Graphic has reported it say indeed. It emanated from SSNIT. Nipa na otro ade no so we a columnist or Daily Graphic week bi a otro article e de come Daily Graphic mo publish. So say nipa no e na send come Daily Graphic e can so my. So we the sales no they say you terminate but unfortunately SSNIT abeka kire say sa hotels ma kuma ko 9 ba ko pe and started pay dividend only 2 years ago. Oma invested over 260 million Ghana cedi. Yeah, isi kanibi. The 3 hotels, but they are still running at a loss. So, yen terminate me and tong. Yen day. That's the question a lot of Ghanaians are also asking. Yen koswane yen fasikan kushim. Anase yebet fetchri ni ashese bia Lancaster. Usa Lancaster. SSNIT aton omushes edi ama Lebanese. Interno so menim say organized
Lebanese or Lancaster say Lebanese.
Yes, your friend said the the investor now or SSNIT shares no Lebanese. And this is something I know for a fact. Lebanese company and your friend saying told the shares in Lancaster.
And so, Lancaster hotels and on the branded to Golden Tulip.
Yes, Golden Tulip. Yes,
Lancaster hotels are named that.
Exactly. So Golden Tulip make us a Golden Tulip now SSNIT shares woman. Yaton shares no SSNIT there no Eddie Akoma Lebanese. And also
from Lancaster. The reason I'm asking is that yes, Lancaster is a global brand of hotels, right?
Exactly.
It is Omari branded Golden Tulip, but then it seemed to tell say Lancaster as a brand. And also Organised bit me akohona Omaye na nka yagia your friend your shares na free mo because say ampa say your friends say your person SSNIT and managing nyina because SSNIT had already told us in somewhere in 2015-2014 omofa management in 2015 there was a management omofa omose manage Labadi and these hotels and Ankosiaga, the management couldn't do it. South Africans be by Sankamu be manage, but manage time soon, still it was making losses. And they believe that Omoto be 60% to a strategic investor a bit meabwa. Some passing and young and Nina Yepese the Jadeni free in summer. Will they allow say organized labor be dictated to the SSNIT board say Mamonton Munjai name for Isekanum Kushim and Sambokana? Okay. That's the question a lot of people are asking. Mate. Mama.
Minia. I mean, for a few cases, I mean, chair, Pashafo, I mean, chair, Minia, Awar, so. I mean, chair, the visionary, his John Dramani Mahama. I want into Abone, the vision he's giving to the people of Ghana. Oma Ghana for, and did also, Sir Achia, Nanso Imbuye, the 2 about a man of 7th December. He has a lot in his sleeves. Major one is the 24-hour economy. Or they employ a lot of youth in this country, in their unemployment, and 14.7%. I propose the issue of the Women's Bank or the Beboa Yamamenum Yenianum Oboye Ejuman Kakra, which will come with less interest or lending rate. No BB80 million scar a day. The more you invest, the more you expand your business and also employ people because the unemployment has become a security threat. Minia, on this SSNIT issue, before I'll move to it, Nipa Miansana will interview one in Omuni na kasa on the same score. Just that Omuni na kasa from a different direction. Uti the first person and na awa person oka different thing about him. The can say so even SSNIT website. This supposed release anyhow. So indeed say a official Obi BS said anopa we SSNIT website you should find it there. Two, you also reiterated say in this ICT world, obi abetimi ayade we anameboa. So
it's possible.
It's possible. Into the other papa can say they must go beyond the amenu yehu. And Osanka so omo an official way of communicating. I don't know whether you heard him. So they should follow the official way of communicating. No money one ND and common. Mefa we feel the case we so na mada honorable Okujuto Ablakwa ase. Meda organized labor ase. Meda every well-meaning Ghanaian ase. Because but for all of us no anka MPP aban ekukuru Ghana ejapade e de ama Brian Echampo or MPP minister.
Or the amano.
Me say anka. I spoke tree. Anka. Who tree? I don't know.
But you did or the amano.
That is that's what I can say. Anka me say. But for these people, anka MPP aban e de Ghana ejapade e ma Brian Echampo. Banyamin chade and Ghana for we are eye opened. And I hear all these things and we have to back them off. Because you know say then I can was the option to sell all those hotels. Young people say, say, and when I hear the first option, and I said that is not the first option. Then mean we now aware say Rock City, a company almost or more ton those 4 hotels number 1. They are even making losses. Company no person swallow the 4 hotels no. It's making losses.
I know it's based on Obi Nasimo.
And so far
they've also did SSNIT energy or
so the person has also produced document to that effect, which is Honorable Kujuto Ablakwa. So far Obi intimi in fact contrary document and may dispute here. So based on that, I make sure say Rock City or person swallow those 4 hotels are making losses. And you one. I'm even aware say those hotels, it be cry 5-star hotels, and I'm a boy.
Labadi nya 5.
Yes, Alent is a 5-star. No, Alent is a 5-star.
I'll check it.
Yeah, check. Alent is a 5-star.
I'll check it.
And a Rock City here is it 4 or 3-star?
I'm told Labadi is a 4-star.
It's a 4-star. But I'm aware that Rock City is less a star than Labadi. So upe hotel or person auto a bigger hotel, it should be a hotel a so same Labadi. And I'm a boy. And your hotel less the rank of Labadi. Into share all the parameters are Rock City doesn't have what it takes to buy Labadi and the other hotels. What am I say?
Unless of course bid na SSNIT for because of the other to Ghana no credit.
As in the but you are also aware say Freddie Blay has made us to understand say Neba even propose more than Brian Champon.
But the companies now SSNIT for let's say is that one part?
No, but so far so Obi and dispute their Freddie Blay, former chairman of the NPP Eka. Or sure no neba a proposal of I think $200 million, which is far away what Brian Champon a proposal here. But SSNIT deny neba. So Obi said such a hope amount of money. Na neba a proposal. I didn't think I am for money banner. Now you come out Brian Champon.
Okay.
Intellectual say a deliberate attempt say you dey mark a particular person. My next point is that you see since Endra this whole issues about asem back on a bar meeting. Since asem buy a wow any in crow for including Brian Champon and even SSNIT they defended this whole transaction from A to Z. They have defended this transaction. They have told us that issues of accountability, transparency. But it tells you say SSNIT didn't do the due diligence. No proper consultation was done. Because Sanka proper consultation was done. I don't think say labor union SSNIT monthly would have stood against this transaction because before a transaction never cost contacting all these people, taking their ideas, taking their proposals and directions before they would have taken step on it.
Okay.
Until baby, the mother body need to take a step and so all these unions, Becca said no to it. Natural say there was no proper stakeholder consultation to that.
By honor, when you have labor union having representatives on the board, and your woman also the mouthpiece of labor.
Métier Labor Union speaking to that matter. Almost say, almost come across that issue. Almost reps quite a raise consent during their meetings.
Okay.
Ah no, mumpo actual krata koma mampeni say. And near my back me no koswa. Omu here mampeni aso no money na den. It didn't come about it. And when they wrote to the president didn't respect them. He didn't even reply to their letter. Do you get me? Until then, you say, Omu wo board ne so keke. Omu nkasa. It is a fact say, Omu raise concerns. They officially wrote to the president to have a listening ears with the president, and the president disregarded their letter. What do I make an say? Until the man might create an impression say there was a proper consultation for which later Omu chomu about Becca said the equation Omu be. Omu taking all the necessary steps, but abiding in one because now you are buying deliberate attempt say the person you tongue. The Ayakan in an say, Obi Bia or cut this transaction, SSNIT board, is it MPRA, National Pension Regulatory Authority, Omu board, the employment ministry must be dissolved.
Hey.
Yes, all those boards must be dissolved because Omu and conspire with Abino, including Brian Champon, Nanka, Ghana for Yansoria. They were going to sell our properties to a single person. So the Aya can say,
okay,
some Kofunu don't deserve to remain on the board. The board must be dissolved, and new one should be reinstated or reformed because some Kofunu there is no hope. Say the caller labor union say they must cancel the deal entirely. No, it is going to work. Until Omun dissolve the board, no? And so far so good. Me supported the labor union. You know, say yampa say communicate na me way hunu. It is indeed coming from SSNIT. Now omu proper communication to labor union or the organized labor. I believe say and you omu intend say ombe hold the country to ransom. Omu so be the needful. And you tie nipa miensani na they have reiterated the same thing.
The same point. Okay.
Say communication is back as expected there.
Okay. Isn't this simple? Shouldn't SSNIT just go ahead and probably write to these people officially now and stop all of the intended actions on?
Sure, I think the right thing. SSNIT actually at the command musisi akrana so mo for the letters and cry we now hona it be aired out no so mo for the at the moment. That's it. I think it ends everything. But Sekasa will be the Bibia Maubia. The first person I Ghana high name so the Bibia Che will be I Ghana Japadi, a former President Mahama or the in a Hini Bauxite man in Ibrahim. Time out lose elections.
Or the channel go through.
You are talking about
no, it went through or the channel.
Or the channel saying
and into our cocoa or Lusui.
Or the channel saying
or the channel.
He went
because how much
bidding?
How much did he buy it? How much did he buy it? What was saying?
There was
competitive bidding?
No, there was tender.
Why did they tender?
Tendered for it.
They were ignorant. Who tendered it?
No.
How much?
I won't go for that.
The court said that. What was the agreement with government of Ghana? How much is Ghana earning?
I don't know. A single source.
It didn't even go through anything.
A single source a tender.
You don't even.
That's what you must know. A single source a tender.
Okay, Meba. How much?
Please stop that.
How much was it given to
Ibrahim?
Yes.
Free. I'm telling you.
How do you know say free?
Because court in a tray. All corner we lose elections on the 12th of December and our signs our agreement in the man say yes.
What are you saying?
Because it's supposed to be on the whole in trust.
No. But in the mining the minerals law,
yes,
a lease of a concession is signed by the minister.
That is the surprise what you are saying.
When you are given a concession,
a
concession to an individual. It has to go through Parliament.
Yes.
It didn't go through Parliament, so it was an executive instrument that was issued to Ibrahim Mahama for him to go there. And Nuntinama, Oko in Uremuno, the original minister went and seized the equipment. Oko Kumasi High Court. Because Kumasi High Court asked him, did it go through Parliament? No, it didn't go through Parliament. He got it executive instrument. So how much is Ghana earning? When Ibrahim went through to even Supreme Court, because Ghana Nyasun Fasobia.
So that is it.
You see,
so it didn't go through anything. That's one. Let's have a decent Freddie Billy Bano. Or can say or Bedi with 200 million. Who be our name tender. And I know Freddie Billy because Senate Ebaya or response by and Freddie Billy didn't come back again. Because ye tender two things in a share. One, technical. Second, they are financial. They look at the technical first. I have been part of technical evaluation team for a tender board before. So meaning before say be at the end of sono, you be first one which is the technical. You should technical na unqualified. We don't even open your friends saying your financial again. So you should technical no. Freddie Billy Bano na unqualified even technical. So it was woman be even financial no kura say the financial no at the same and answer at the same, and that was the reason he was not part of the shortlisted companies Omukoi. So this is as simple as that. Again, also mind due diligence. Almost started a publishing even in the Economist. Over 2 years it was open. And Ghana international tender process. It is so for due diligence. There was due diligence by Senate. The only thing is last one, Angel Cabono Eddie, just a simple scenario by itself. Why would you say Overton? Why who crata some you know why if cement tone? Meboa. And one no. But obi anywhere can say the omuye no omutiamra bia. There is so even okuje to abla did not say so omutiamra in terms of doing that. One can be ada so omutiamra in the process of doing it. Obi anywhere can say but omufahamra kwan so. But you say organized labor for say ade no ajapade nyina ede a enti jaiton meboa and I can say okay senator ba say ya jaiton iti you can say your friend say what say omuchro letter come president. For your information, the president invited them including Inje Kabolumu. Omukoye meeting, you remember, you reported on this. Omuchro president letter come president no when former president Mama Obeka Chrom say Ethiopia or join funu. He told Tama Okaso we join funu or catch organized labor so we join funu when they were to embark on a strike. The president Omuchro letter command we invite Omo Emomuko office. I remember on Top Story ofre your friend say man mia or no can say president cry invite na onko and or can say okoye because Tama na president Frey Omo no e was say okono kutie the president beka. After that na Senate can say omajai kra. So the president etu anamu on the letter now Omuchro come president. So enye no correct. I believe that Senate ebeboa oman ene ya say omo forward this letters no e akoma and I say omo termination no and I say discontinuation of the e akoma yaobana because I think that and say yaobana be can say Monday will be anto aso nkoye na djuma will be abeto aso aye na djuma. I believe that that is what will help us as a country.
Okay. All right. So what is coming in now is the facts. Elizabeth Ohene, who is the chairperson for the SSNIT board, organized labor into me and demanded for an official letter from SSNIT over its decision not to sell their shares in the hotels.
Yes.
Our Chilemus organized labor and throw officially to SSNIT before declaring almost striking in Tianyadia almost throw official.
That is true.
Nature what we've seen.
No, I don't have a problem with that.
And so organized labor should have.
Organized labor knows better in terms of their procedure than Meno.
Yeah.
So they are Elizabeth Ohene Ekano say get it to organized labor. They will be the best people to respond to her.
Sure.
You
are right.
So let's leave it to them. The American say
no, but again, once strike action no more training, it's huge.
Oh no, sure.
Affected, yeah.
No.
We also can
no problem
call on organized labor to look at it because now the question of GMA was that the letter we've seen in social media.
Sure.
But now the chairperson says no.
Has come.
And said that is true. The two respondents now Oji or more arguing and say when they get full briefing, they will do the needful. Makachi also say omo nya nkonform person omo hold the country to ransom. Do you get me? Here say so omo ye dey so omo ye dey omo eye no. So let's leave them to deal with the matter as omo emra echre.
Okay.
But the American say you see one, meaning the issue I spoke about due diligence. So okay, Brian a champion letter now. He even accused SSNIT say you didn't do due diligence. You didn't do extensive stakeholder consultation. Into the blame no SSNIT. That was my basis of saying say due diligence was not done. And as I say, I want to say you can say due diligence and not limited to say obi a publication of an intent to sell a hotel, and including stakeholder consultation.
But we understand that I mean is it the law or the process to do is you have to put it in the public
domain.
No, that's why SSNIT was questioning say identify all these
this process for 2 years.
So the American say you can say due diligence. It's not limited to one thing. I don't know where you're getting me.
Okay.
It includes so many things.
Okay.
But say only stakeholders benya proud extensive deliberation on it. Inti man create an impression say the mere fact so public publication it is enough. And yes, organized labor later Mbeka say we are against the same.
Okay. But the question someone will also ask on that leg say when Golden Tulip was being sold, Amu consulted the stakeholders na Canada.
When Golden Tulip was being sold, as for that one, it's up to the organized labor to tell you and I. You get me? Two, or can say, Mampeni Eshia, the organized labor. When did he meet them? And me now much rokoma Mampeni. And Krofona Nunto say they didn't hear from the president. Anameboa. A year after. Okujoto, a raising issue, now there is public discussion. And now the heat was more. And Sana Mampeni, Emma were listening ears. What I'm saying is that the earlier point now, organized labor reps on the board, essentially those in Yemen or Muchurokoma Mampeni. Mampeni and you, and that is a fact. Into my one better have and creating impression say. The very moment of Muchurokoma Mampeni at year one. But why would year one over several weeks and to start sending back into public domain and send an old year one? The last point, and he said, you see, and yet the first timer Ghana buying say NDCU, NPPU, I go into a transaction. It requires parliamentary approval. Proud to that, and it didn't get parliamentary approval. Now, let me give you an example. This Gitmo 2 issues. Remember, when they went to court, their court in the car and they said they should take it back to parliament for ratification. So what kind of judgment from the court on this engineering seven? They never spoke about, said they didn't go through process. The only thing they said was that not a require parliamentary approval. Okay. And a parliamentary approval. Okay. Until my award and created the impression that there was no tendering. Until that makes sense.
Who tendered it?
Say a single source cramper. A part of tendering process because tendering process is not only one. Okay. There was single source, competitive tendering, and all the rest.
But on that one, they say according to the court, that is, this is the Accra High Court, General Jurisdiction, presided by Justice Kweku Akabwa, for say. According to the court, going through the process leading to the signing of the mining lease showed that the lease did not comply with the statute, the Minerals and Mining Act 2006. I say the court further said the Minerals Commission advised Eston Cubic Limited to pay for the lease on November 10, 2016. And the company did the payment on December 12, 2016. Before the Minerals Commission on December 28, purportedly recommended to the sector minister to grant Eston Cubic the mining lease. The judge also held that the process was not in accordance with the Minerals and Mining Act, saying the Minerals Commission erred in its decision to recommend that Eston Cubic should be given the lease. Quote, based on the lease, the law as stated above, the thorough review of the minerals materials filed, I have no hesitation in concluding that the Minerals Commission had no authority to offer the applicant the leases and request to make payment before the recommendation.
No, so I don't know. Then do you blame Ibrahim?
No. Okay, Martin.
That is a fact. You don't blame me.
No.